some people, would mark the Hilula of Rabbi David Elaazaroff. Zecher Tzadik Libracha. He was born in English in 1899. Now, apparently he passed away in the year 1975. It's not crystal clear the exact date that the rabbi passed away. And was mentioned here on a website, the Hayami website, 10th of Zman, because I believe that was the time period when the Rishon LeTzion, the chief rabbi, Rabbi David Elaazaroff, will give a haskama to his sefer, to his book, respectively. Let's explore some of the highlights of the great rabbi's life. Now, born in 1899, he came from great rabbinic heritage. His father's name was Rabbi Moshe Elazarov, and his mother was Rabbanit Esther. He was born, I believe, in the area of Kermina, I believe, in Bukhara, respectively. Now, related over probably about 20, 25 great rabbis that were connected to Bukhara and Uzbekistan, respectively. He would grow up in Torah and Yirat Shamayim through the auspices of his father. Rabbi Moshe was a great rabbi over there. He was one of the heads, let's say, of the congregation, Jewish congregation, in the Karmina, respectively. At that point in time, Bukhara, there was a great Jewish community. He would learn his Torah through the auspices of another great rabbi, Rabbi Yitzchak Bai, I believe, happened to be a famous, well-known rabbi at that point in time, I believe. Come with the year 1909, he would be about 10 years of age. He would get the Schucht to make Aliyah, to move with his family to the land of Israel over there. He would stay or would sojourn in the capital city of Jerusalem, the holy city, one of the 4 holy cities of Israel. He would learn under auspices of the famous rabbi, Rabbi Shlomo Ma'aravi, very great rabbi over the time. I think we've mentioned a great chacham in various videos on this series before. Also, Rabbi Yosef Gorgi, another great rabbi, and his father, Rabbi Matitya Gorgi. I believe they happen to be great rabbis connected to Afghanistan, respectively, and I believe we did a video on each of those great chachamim, respectively. Come on, the year 1918, at that stage in time, was still last year of teenager, I believe. He would go on to learn in the famous yeshiva, Yeshivat Tiferet Yerushalayim, through the auspices of Rabbi Rafael Shlomo Laniado, great rabbi. That point in time, I think those were the days. That was a period when the famous Yeshivat Porat Yosef was established, founded. Remember, Yeshivat Porat Yosef is, let's say, the bastion of the Sephardic Edut Mizrach Yeshivot in Israel, and very much he would learn over there. Would be part while he was learning there. I think he was writing the Sofer stump, and was prolific with regards to laws of Shechita. He would become a Sוחט, and the Mohel, rabbi that would perform circumcision. Now, I think come the year 1921, he would get married to his wife, Rabbanit Rivka. She came from the family of Yisraelov, I believe, and they would have reported over 3 daughters, I believe, and 1 son. Sadly, I think 2 of his daughters very sadly passed away during his lifetime. In the year 1926, they would move to the United States of America, as we say in Hebrew, Artsot Habrit. I believe that was in the year 1926, 99 years ago. I think he would work there in trade. He would be a chazan also, and a mohel. We stated before he was a mohel, would perform spiritual, perform a circumcision, respectively, over there. And he would, that was obviously, to go now to America, that was definitely a great move of his for a few years. But then I think come 1929, he would return to the land of Israel and would live now this time in Tel Aviv. He'd work once again as a mohel, continuing Shochet, and also a sofer stam, writing tefillin, mezuzot, sifrei Torah. It's reported over he would write 25 sifrei Torah and would open a Torah store, selling all these very important Kodesh, holy items, in the street Levinsky, I believe, in Tel Aviv. He would also work at the same time as Chazan, a Shliach Tzibur Cantor, inside the synagogue called Eliyahu Hanavi, over there. In 1930, after I think his first wife, passed away around that time period. I'm not too sure the exact year. It was after 1930, I believe. He would get married, to Rabbanit Rivka. I think she was from the Davidov family, and they would have, I believe, a son and 3 daughters also, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong, anyone. On this, I'm actually reading some of the information from the Hayami website, which did a lot of thorough research on a lot of the biographies over there. I think come with the year Tafshin Vav, 1946 it was. It would be printed in Jerusalem along with Rabbi Rafael Galivov and Rabbi Rachamim Kalantar, the book called Kavod Shabbat. This was Ma'amrei Zohar and Pizmonim, various different songs connected to Shabbat, respectively. I think it was connected to the Persian community also, but somehow, I'm not too sure, but it was done according to the Masorah, let's just say the tradition of the Bukharian community. He would give over grandiose sermons, let's say, to congregation over there, and especially the Bukharian Kehila at that point in time. I think there was a Beit Knesset, Hayov in Jerusalem, respectively. There was a Beit Knesset, the synagogue, Elihu Hanavī, which we said he was working in beforehand. He'd give, I think, his drashot, his various different sermons that he'll give, will be collected into the book called the Menorat David and Imrei David. This would actually come out in Tel Aviv, I think, in the year 1971. Tafshin Lamed Aleph. Now, I believe he passed away seemingly in the year 1975. And now, as I said before, the Hayumi website doesn't exactly know the specific date, or wasn't able to trace what the exact date of the Hilula was, but it was on the 10th of Sivan, where the signature of the Rishon LeZion, the chief rabbi at the time, Rav Ovadia Yosef, one of the great Sephardi rabbis of yesteryear, would actually give a haskama to his sefer on that specific date. That's why the Hilula, according to some people, would be commemorated on 10th of Sivan. But we're talking about 50 years ago this was, since he passed away now, that way in the year 2025. And that was. Now, let's just explore a few of his teachings from the great book, including the Melamed She'im Yarak Ish B'Achai Yif'ol Harok B'Fnei Hayorek. This nice teaching from the Imrei David, I think on the 5th page over here. Melamed Sukulot Chodesh Iyar. This is what we're talking. We just left the month of Iyar. Shimtza Bo Shnei Yudin. Very interesting. This once again from the Imrei David book. Also, I think Na'um Chag Atzmaut. I think talking about the formation of the Medinat Yisrael at that stage in time. In Imrei David, in Hakdama, I think on the 15th and 16th pages, respectively, it says, Melamed Shelo Yu Adrashot Ba'ascharot Sipurim B'Gazalat Hazman. This is another one. And last teaching from the Imrei David, I think in page number 15, on connected to Bishvat in Imrei David, page number 11 says, Melamed Adam ki inyan ha'peirot shoket poreach v'lefsov kemash umit yabesh. This was another nice teaching. Remember, so he was one of the great Bukharian rabbis in, respectively, in his time in Israel. Remember, it's not the first Bukharian rabbi that we've related over before inside the series. We've recounted about many great rabbis from Bukharia, one of the great places of which had a great Jewish community. And remember, there was famous, let's just say, Bukharian quarter actually established in Jerusalem, a place that we visited on various occasions here on this channel, which I recommend everyone to actually look back on over here inside this series, really, because it's been a phenomenal achievement what we've been doing over these last few years, trying to cover through the breadth of different Bukharian countries. We've already related over other videos connected to Bukhara at that time, including Rabbi Cheskia Katanov, another video we did. Rabbi Yehuda HaKohen Rabin, another famous rabbi, lived very much at the same time as Rabbi Elaazaroff. Rabbi Moshe Baruch, he passed away in the year 1898. He would just be passed away a year before Rabbi David Elaazaroff was born. Also, Rabbi Nisim HaKohen Rabin, another great rabbi we mentioned about on various occasions before. He was actually born himself, I think, in the year 1891, passed away in 1978. They lived very much, was contemporary. And Rabbi Shimon ben Eliyahu was another rabbi at his point in time. He passed away in 1910. That was the time period when Rabbi David Elaazaroff approximately had moved to Jerusalem. Now, friends, we're a community here. We're learning about the great Oriental rabbis of yesteryear. We've covered nearly 1,000 biography videos on great Chachamim, from the various different Spanish countries, North African countries, so on and so forth. Please, if you descend from any of the great Chachamim, please send me an email. I would love to hear more information. If you feel anyone is interested in watching these biography videos, please share these videos to other people. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe now to the channel. We are now on nearly 7,000 members, which is absolutely incredible and staggering. And let's hope we grow quickly, but surely also at the same time. So wishing you well blessings from the city of Bet Shemesh, recording this at the time period of Isru Hag Shavuot in the year 2025. As in Israel, we finished last night the Jewish festival celebration of the festival of Shavuot, where it was Matan Torah. We received the Torah and we commemorate it. It got many other names, Shavuot. I recommend everyone to actually, I spoke a video about the different Sephardic minhagim and customs connected to the festival of Shavuot in a video we recorded about 2-3 days ago, so please check over that also. and enjoy. So wishing you all blessings here from Israel. Thank you very much for listening, and have a great day, everyone. Thank you again.